This is a 750 Tiger TR7V. It's 1977, so sort of fairly late-ish. One giveaway is the fact that it's left-hand gear change, and it's been extremely useful because this bike has been the first British bike that a number of people I know have ridden, because they can get the sensation of a British bike without worrying about gear change being on the right hand side, or even 1 up 3 down as some of my bikes are. One person was a friend of mine called Steve Jackson, not to be confused with the editor of The Cell, who does a YouTube channel called Shutters and Speed. So if you want to hear more about this bike and see a fair bit of it in action and hear him talking about his first ride on a British bike, go to that Shutters and Speed channel and you'll find this there. To summarise, he was blown away with just how smooth it was, how easy to ride, and was nothing like what he expected, in a good way. So it was purchased by me in 2010, so I've had it for about 14 years or more. It sat in Supremes at Bill Shilton for months, probably over a year, and the day I went in to buy it and did the deal, another fella came in literally as I was leaving. He opened the door for me to let me out with the cash to buy it, and it had been sat there seemingly unloved and unwanted for all that time. And for that reason, and for the fact it's such a superb bike, I really wouldn't let it go. It's had very little mechanical problems. I would say the only breakdown was electrical, loose wire on one of the condensers, and with regards to mechanical, I did take the top end off, and it needed new valve guides, and it had new rings, and the balls honing at the same time, and that's pretty much it. When I bought it, fork seals were gone, and it's just been so reliable and such a lovely bike. The only thing that I think is non-standard is the fuel tank. However, I'm told the fuel tank is probably standard, but the seat isn't. But I'm still not sure about that, and the reason being is because if you flip up the seat, you can see the interference between the tank and seat, and the oil filler is an absolute bugger to get to. The wiring is past its best. It's got a later rectifier on it. The Zenodiode doesn't do anything now, but it works, and I keep it clean, and at some point I don't need to rewire it. It'll never be rebuilt. It's just too good to rebuild. I can't see any reason to. It gets ridden, it gets used, it gets maintained, and that's about it really. Absolutely love it, and I know a number of other people do. There's no choke fitted to this bike, never needed one. There's no indicators either. They weren't fitted when I got it, and never felt the need to put them on. I love its sleek, slim look. Bit of an antidote to some of my other bikes, such as the pre-unit Thunderbird with the panniers.